is partnership. Shared responsibility. When community invests in training its security officers, in its investing, it is on safety and the future. To the community members present here today, we thank you. These recruits will train here, but they'll also learn from you. Your environment and your way of life. The connection is that builds trust between the police and the public. Secretary, sir, your presence here today underscores the government commitment to strengthening the capacity, professionalism, and readiness of our police officers. Recruits, take this phase seriously. Embrace discomfort. Learn from every mistake. Support one another. Because in the field, you will rely on each other, not just as colleagues, brothers and sisters in service. Let me leave with you this simple reflection. A river is not strong because officers will come from unity, discipline, and shared purpose. As Aristotle reminds us, we are what we is not an act, but a habit. We must do what must be done. This speaks directly to the discipline of daily drills, endurance in harsh condition, and precision in execution, because it is through this consistency, practice, not isolated moments of brilliance, that a dependable and professional officer is now to welcome the Inspector General of Police to give his remarks. IG. Thank you, sir, for the guidance. Let me allow the area governor to give his remarks before I welcome the IG.
Asante sana Bwana DIG Masegeli, waziri wetu wa usalama Mheshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen, IG wetu Inspector General of Police Bwana Kanja and your senior security personnel present, viongozi wetu wa kisiasa wakiongozwa na Mheshimiwa wa eneo hili bunge Igembe North Constituency Mheshimiwa TJ, viongozi wote MCAs present led by our Deputy Speaker Meru County Assembly Mheshimiwa Ali, vijana wetu ambao wako chuoni cha mafunzo ya usalama. Hamjambo? Good afternoon. Mpo? Mnakaa vizuri sana. Bwana waziri, ningependa before nipeane my very few remarks ni introduce viongozi ambao tuko nao hapa wa eneo hili wakiongozwa na Mheshimiwa TJ. MCAs kindly step forward so that these recruits and the leaders that are here will recognize that the entire political leadership and the community leaders are supporting this initiative, so that you will go back to Nairobi knowing that zote tuko nyuma ya kitu ambacho kinafanyika. Haraka haraka, wa kwanza Mheshimiwa Taitumu, huyu ni mbunge, step forward Mheshimiwa TJ. Kwa haraka sana.
Asante sana.
Niambia nimeharibu program. Sema jina Mheshimiwa.
Jina ni Julius Taitum. Okay. Okay. Asante sana. Mimi ni naitwa Julius Taitum, mjumbe wa jimbo bunge la Igembe North. Mine is just to welcome Waziri, his team, the IG and DIG, na nyinyi na maafisa wote katika hili jimbo bunge. We are happy as a community, and on behalf of this community, Bwana Waziri, we are very grateful. Take our sincere thanks to His Excellency, na umwambie tumefurahia ili tunda kuwa katika hili jimbo bunge. We are aware that training camp for Kenya Police Service is about to be born in this area, and we will be happy, and we are happy that that dream will be actualized soon. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Jina peke yake, Mheshimiwa. No, these are leaders, Bwana Waziri. These are leaders from this,
I am Julius Kabida, MCA Dhirurujini.
Asante.
Thank you.
Sofia Kajuju Meme, nominated Igembe Central.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa.
Amadi Catherine, nominated Tigania West.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Yao.
Frederick Mobichi Girema, MCA Nyaki West.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa.
Frederick Brugo, MCA Antwambobi.
Asante.
Stephen Bijewe, MCA Kangeta.
Asante.
Lwanera Mutungi area MCA. Karibuni.
Asante.
Ali Mwenda, Deputy Speaker, County Assembly of Meru.
Thank you, Bwana DS.
Joshua Mediaru Kiunga, MCA Nado.
Asante.
Kunja Maore, MCA Ntubeto Kiongo.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa.
Patrick Mwirigi,
The youngest MCA in the country, Mheshimiwa Mutwiri Kabako. Asante, wapigie viongozi makofi. Waziri yangu ni machache sana. Kwanza nataka kukukaribisha wewe pamoja na the pair support to come this way to commission the training of our recruits here, led by the IG wa police pamoja na Bwana Masengeli. Wetu ama maafisa ambao wako katika mafunzo kutoka Kwale, kutoka Londwa, kutoka Kisumu, kutoka kona zote za nchi ya Kenya. Tunawakaribisha hapa Meru kwa mikono miwili. Mnajisikia kuwa mmekaribishwa? Tunawapenda kama gavana wa Meru, on behalf of the Meru community ambayo ni community ya upendo mwingi. Tunawakaribisha hapa Meru, mjisikie ya kwamba mko mahali ambako mnatakiwa kupata mafunzo, kwa sababu hii area ni area ambayo imekuwa na ukosefu wa usalama kwa miaka mingi hapa Meru. Kwa hivyo, Bwana Waziri, tell His Excellency the President ya kwamba ile shinda ambayo tumekuwa nayo ya ukosefu wa usalama, kuibiwa kwa ng'ombe wetu, kuuawa kwa ama kupoteza maisha ya watu katika eneo hili, kuanzia Igembe North hapa mpaka Bori, the 5 constituencies, kwa sababu ya initiative kama hii, tunajua hayo mambo yanaenda kuwa historia. Tunaenda kukabiliana na hao wakora wa ng'ombe, tunaenda kukabiliana na hao wakora ambao wanachukua maisha ya watu wetu, na tunaenda kuhakikisha security iko sawa katika eneo hili kwa sababu ya hizi training colleges ambazo tuna establish katika eneo hili, Bwana Waziri. Jambo la pili, kama county government ya Meru, we are partnering with the national government to bring these officers in this area, and we are not going to reserve anything, whether material or human, kufanya hii kazi ambayo mnafanya ama hii training iwe smooth. We are going to support you, Waziri, kwa zile kazi, the functions zenye county government inatakiwa kufanya. We are going to do it even more to ensure that we attract many programs like this in this region, kwa sababu tunajua security ikiwa area hii, watu wetu watapata pesa, wakulima watavuna katika mashamba yao, wale ambao wanafuga ng'ombe ambao ndio economic backbone ya hii area, hatutakuwa na ukosefu wa wealth ambayo ni wa Meru aswa kwa upande wa mifugo kupitia activity kama ile iko mbele yetu siku ya leo. Waziri, kukuomba tu ni kwamba mimi nitafanya yangu kidogo government, kama vile tumechimba barabara hapa kuhakikisha the accessibility ya kufika katika training college hapa, tutaendelea kufanya hivyo. Najua pia police ambao wako under DIG Langat wanakuja pia in the next 2 weeks. Recruits will be reporting pale Eombe area. I think it's 50. So your brothers and sisters are joining you here very soon, because this is the best land for such skills for security aspect. Wanakuja, mnawakaribisha, tunawakaribisha kama community. Nita pia wasaidia na maji kama vile tumechimba borehole katika area hii. Bwana Masengeli amekuwa akinisukuma, governor, tuongeze mbao ingine, umechimba ya kwanza, sasa tuongeze ingine. Hata wewe sasa tafuta resources za national security, uongeze mbao ya pili, Bwana Masengeli, ama namna gani? Sisi tumeanzisha, sasa na wewe ongeza ingine na ingine na ingine. Lakini hao wa polisi ambao wanakuja pande ile, tutawachimbia pia ya kwanza, na pia tutaweka resources ya kuchimba barabara, na pia MYS, Meru Youth Service, ambao ni 900 in number. We are going to help them, the police recruits, to clear the bushes that are in that area so that we settle them as soon as possible. Waziri, nimekuomba zile security roads, we know that there are no resources within the Interior Ministry for roads. We know you depend with your brother in the Roads and Transport Ministry. Waombe huyo ndugu yetu atulete barabara za security, kwa sababu many of the aspects zile ambazo tunapata incidences za wizi wa ng'ombe ni kwa sababu ya impassable roads in this vast land. Kwa hivyo hizo security roads tunaomba kama community zikuje. Nikimalizia, Bwana Waziri, ni kwamba hatutaki hii institution iwe in the bare land. Apportion resources in the forthcoming financial year ya kujenga permanent institution here, permanent APTC training college hapa Meru. Tungependa kitu kama hiyo ifanyike, and we pray, and as a county government we are going to partner with you to support where possible. The community is in support of this, and we are going to back you up in whatever good initiative that you are driving towards ensuring security of our people. Nikimalizia, ng'ombe ambayo imefanya ama wizi wa ng'ombe ambao umekidhiri katika area hii ya Meru, Laikipia, Isiolo, na malizia ni kwamba tunashukuru the security agencies on the ground, wamejaribu dhindi ya uwezo wao, wamefanya recoveries ya mifugo wengi ambao si wale ambao wameibiwa kutoka Meru. We've lost 15,000 heads of cattle from Meru. Na wale wa Merundi, Bwana Waziri, mpaka watu wa Meru wasikie nikikuambia wazi mchana, ni kwamba we still expect a lot from the national government. Wale mifugo ambao tumepoteza warudishwe, na kama Warundi, serikali yetu panga vile community ama wale ambao wamepoteza mifugo wetu wawe compensated, na hiyo ndio ombi letu kwako, kwa sababu tunajua utapeleka hii report kwa His Excellency the President, ambaye ameweka kindole hii operation ifanyike, ndio watu wa Meru wapate haki yao ya usalama na pia kurudishiwa mifugo yetu. Sitaki kusema mambo mengi, nataka kuwakaribisha hawa vijana hapa. Najua community yetu inaenda kubadilika very soon. Bwana Masengeli, hii community utakutana vijana ambao ni warefu sana na wasichana, kwa sababu kuna wanaume hapa kutoka Garissa. Utakutana na vijana weusi sana, kwa sababu kuna wanaume hapa kutoka West Pokot. utakutana na watu wakubwa sana, kwa sababu kuna wanaume hapa kutoka Kisumu ama namna gani. So angalia area, chukua moja, peleka kwenu, na hiyo ndio kufanya Kenya iwe Kenya. Karibuni sana hapa Meru. Asante.
Asante sana, Your Excellency the Governor. It is now my honor and singular duty to welcome the Inspector General of National Police Service to give his remarks as he welcomes the Cabinet Secretary. Sir, you are welcome.
So, thank you very much, Mr. Gilbert Masegeri, the Deputy Inspector General in charge of the Administration Police Service. Our chief guest, none other than our Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration, the Governor, Meru County. Thank you very much for hosting us here. The Commandant, Police College, Bakasi A Campus, Mr. Arima, the Member of Parliament from this area, all other elected leaders and other leaders present with us here, all senior commanders present, the college staff, both uniformed and non-uniformed, the recruits, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon once again. Our chief guest, we must do what needs to be done to train these officers to the levels that are required so that they become responsible National Police Service officers who can be able to render a service to the people of Kenya in terms of ensuring that the people and their properties are safe and secure. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, to the newly established National Police College, Refuge Training Campus in Meru, for the official opening of the Basic Recruit Course number 1, 2025 Field Simulation. Sir, your presence here today sends a powerful message that the leadership of this country starts firmly behind the transformation of the National Police Service. On behalf of the entire National Police Service, and on my own behalf, I wish to extend our appreciation for your steadfast support of initiatives aimed at enhancing policing, service delivery, and the officers' welfare. The recruits whose field simulations we are officially opening today commenced their training on 24th November 2025. For the last 5 months, they have undertaken rigorous training in all aspects of police work, from police professionalism and legal studies to crowd management and skills at arms, amongst others. As we all know, today's policing landscape is increasingly volatile, uncertain, and complex, influenced by technological progress, globalization, and rapid socio-political economic shifts. As the National Police Service, we must respond proactively to these challenges by embracing innovation and adequate training through field simulations designed to equip all trainees with the full range of knowledge, practical skills, attitudes, and competencies necessary to prepare them for the duties and responsibilities of a police officer, which are to serve and protect. Training indeed remains at the core of the service institutional development and professional excellence. It is through sustained investment in capacity building that we are able to cultivate a highly skilled, disciplined, and professional police service ultimately strengthening operational effectiveness and improving service delivery to the people of this great country of ours. In the past year, the National Police Service undertook a comprehensive review of its training curriculum, focused on reassessing training priorities, addressing identified shortcomings, systematically closing existing gaps within the current training framework, and ensuring that training across all police training institutions meets these needs and aligns with international policing standards. This can be confirmed by the officers that we sent to Haiti, who had been there for the last 18 months, and they did an excellent job. They did an excellent job because they are highly trained. They are trained to the levels that they can be able to lead policing services at the international level. We are training you to the same levels. So by the time you leave here, you will be of the same standards. To the recruits, I take this opportunity once again to commend you for having been recruited to join the National Police Service and for undertaking your training successfully over the last 5 months. I am happy to report that your training progress this far has been seamlessly solid. For the remaining period of your training, and particularly in the field simulation, your limits will continue to be tested, and you will be pushed far beyond your comfort zone. I encourage you to continue undertaking your training enthusiastically and in a focused way. Continue supporting one another in moments of difficulty, and let your unity become a lasting legacy of strength, trust, and commitment. Cherish the bond you forge here, for they will form the foundation of teamwork and a support system that will serve you throughout your policing career. Let me emphasize that discipline is paramount and a cardinal hallmark of your life as a police officer. Proper conduct is vital, not only during training but also throughout your entire policing career. As the Inspector General, I will not hesitate to dismiss anyone whose character is found to be unfit. As I conclude, let me thank the instructors for their commitment to imparting to the recruits the requisite knowledge, skills, and competencies that align with our vision of transforming the service into one that is professional, efficient, and responsive to the needs of our people. I remain committed to providing the necessary leadership, resources, and strategic guidance to strengthen our training programs, support you, and foster an environment in which every trainee can reach their full potential. Finally, the National Police Service remains steadfast in its commitment to providing the highest quality of service and to maintaining public trust through professionalism, accountability, and community engagement. I thank you, and God bless us all. Waziri, just before I finish, I want to take this opportunity and thank the Governor of Meru, together with the other leaders, for finding it very, very important for them to offer this training ground for these officers. This ground will support us in 2 ways. Number one, by training these officers to the internationally recognized standards in the field training. And number two, by ensuring that this area remains safe and secure and free from all these menace of cattle rustling. I also want to thank the Governor for supporting us with a borehole in the provision of water to this camp. And I also want to support that idea by doing another borehole in some other areas. We are going to get fights from the National Police Service and support that initiative so that in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you should have another borehole, water towers, and the support system that comes with all that. Otherwise, with those few remarks, now it is my singular and humble duty to welcome the chief guest to address us all. Welcome, our CEO.
Thank you very much, IG. Please be seated. Thank you. Mr. Douglas Kanja, the Inspector General of Police. Mr. Gilbert Masengeli, the Deputy Inspector General of Police. The Governor of Great County of Meru. The Member of Parliament of Igembe North. The Deputy Speaker of the Great County Assembly of Meru. And the members of the County Assembly led by the local MCA Bwana Mutungi, senior security officers present, instructors and recruits, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be here with you today as we officially open the field simulation phase of training here at the Lee Administration Police Field Training Campus. This official opening of the field simulation phase of training for our recruits as they move from classroom into the real world and prepare for operational readiness marks a milestone in our security architecture. We owe sincere gratitude to the people of County of Meru, the county government, and the entire population here for their generous land donation. This is a statement of shared responsibility in securing our nation. The county government has gone further by improving access to water, to sustain training activities, grading access roads, and establishment of the training ranges. This is a very important partnership between the two levels of government. We have more than 2,000 recruits here, a strong, promising cohort, undergoing intensive field simulation designed to sharpen their tactical, physical, and mental edge. These are the officers who will serve Kenya tomorrow. The training is intended to test resilience, discipline, teamwork, and decision-making under immense pressure. Our officers continue to work closely with the local community and county leadership, reinforcing the principle that policing is most effective when it's collaborative and people-centered. We will not pretend that this facility is complete. It still requires permanent structures, electricity connection, and adequate water supply for the camp of this scale. But I want to stress that this camp is not temporary. It is strategic, long-term investment in Kenya's security infrastructure, one that will serve as a continuous capacity building center long after this cohort of graduates have left this place. During last year's Jukwaa la Usalama Forum, this matter of this land being a security training ground and facilitating training program was raised during our Jukwaa la Usalama program in this Meru County. But it was not Meru alone. In Turkana, in Samburu, in Baringo, in Elgeyo Marakwet, in West Pokot, in Tana River, in Lamu, and the northern counties. Most of those areas, Kenyans were saying, instead of training our officers only in Nairobi, in Embakasi, or in Kiganjo, and leaving them to complete their training there, it was necessary that we have a proper field training where it matters most and where there are real security challenges, where the graduates will actually spend their time providing proper security to the Republic of Kenya. We listened. I see some simple-minded, short-sighted politicians talking out there about Jukwaa la Usalama. Jukwaa la Usalama was not a talk show. Jukwaa la Usalama was a concept of leadership, a new paradigm, a shift of paradigm to bring security to the corner that is more collaborative, listening to the people of Kenya, and not just listening for the sake of massaging their feelings, but listening with an intention to ensure that there is implementation. When I went around the country last year, I was not there for, Matembezi and the like. I was there specifically to listen. What do Kenyans want in our security sector? And when they said we want our men and women, when they are trained, they must be taken to the real field where they will work for training. That is why today we are opening the Lee Security Camp as a result of the views of the people of Kenya that our officers must be trained. So for the naysayers, for the critics, for the busybodies and the short-sighted politicians who do not understand what is Jukwaa la Usalama, this is what it means to listen to the people of Kenya and to take their views and bring them to the ground to make sure that they are implemented. And that's not enough. There were some people who were telling me, we don't want the recruits to leave Kiganjo, village, because he wants to kill the economy of one tribe from, Kiganjo and the environment. That is, there was no media here and everybody was, I would have used a stronger. That is foolishness and moronic thinking by very short-sighted tribal leaders. This training camp here in Meru has been brought to counties, and we have brought this training here, not just to expose our recruits to proper training ground, but also that this training camp will be a buffer zone that will provide security, proper security to the people of Meru and the people of Isiolo and people of Laikipia. I am very clear in my mind. When His Excellency the President gave me the responsibility to become a cabinet secretary, he told me that you must sit down and think through how best you must listen to the people of Kenya, and we must have interventions in the security sector that actually respond to the feelings and the ideas of the people of Kenya. When we came for Jukwaa la Usalama, it was not about me. The governor was there, the MPs were there, the MCAs were there. And look at how our partnership with governor here and the MCAs and the leaders has brought this kind of success, because it is the governor that enabled us to allocate the land here. It's the governor that enabled us to drill the borehole here. And you can see that some of the access roads were built by county government. I want to take this moment to thank you, Governor Mutuma, to thank the county leadership of Meru, to thank the MCAs for their support and resource allocation, and to say that this will be the mode we shall continue partnering together to deliver services to the people of Kenya. I want to say asanteni sana for the work that you have done in this area. This practice of bringing our officers to proper training ground here on the field will not end with Lee here. Next week we will come back to this side of Meru. In 2 weeks we will come back here in Meru again, and I'll be here with the Kenya Police Service as they bring their recruits for proper ground training from both Nairobi say that we will also extend this. The next phase as we go forward, we'll move to Samburu, Isiolo, you go to Baringo, Elgeyo, Turkana, West Pokot, until these places of Marsabit, until these areas that have serious banditry challenges can become properly there's something that makes me very happy is to see you men and women sitting here, preparing yourself to train together, to build teamwork. I know the governor said that you might be required to improve the height and color of the locals around here. Unfortunately, the governor did not know that that will happen in future, not today. Here, we've come here for real hardening training that makes sure that you improve in your discipline and endurance and the capacity for you to serve our nation in a better place. Let me say, like I told you the other day, and I'm just repeating this, that you are among the privileged lot that actually got a job. There were so many Kenyans who were hoping that they would get a job like yourself. And as I said, you might be 2 people from your village, 1 person from your community, maybe the first one to get ever a job in your community. Please take this responsibility seriously. The Lord God has given you a chance through the government of Kenya to be among the 10,000 recruits, and take this responsibility seriously, and take this discipline you are getting seriously, and make sure that it becomes part and parcel of your life, because the things you do are repeating again and again becomes a habit, and you become a disciplined person in society. The challenges here at Lee are real, but they also mirror of a broader conditions of our officers have endured for far too long. That is precisely why the reforms now underway in the National Police Service matter. What our recruits will enter upon graduation is not the same service their predecessors inherited. Let me explain how. On the health sector, for years, our officers could access care at only a few hundred facilities. Under the SHA framework, that number has risen to more than 6,000 public, private, and faith-based facilities nationwide. The police and other disciplinary service medical fund carries an enhanced benefit package, such as advanced surgeries, air evacuation, overseas treatment, dental and optical care, emergency services, annual checkups, and an expanded list of eligible dependents. Our officers protect our nation day and night, and we owe them a better health care. On pay, junior officers have long endured stagnated wages. That now is changing. Phase 3 of the salary adjustments takes effect on the 1st of July 2026, building on the Phase 1 and Phase 2, which have already significantly raised the entry job. Job groups are being harmonized with support from the Parliamentary Public Service Commission and Salaries and Remuneration Commission. We have also promoted all constables aged above 50 and corporals who have served in the same rank for more than 10 years, acting on the recommendations of Jukwaa la Usalama last year. Police numbers have struggled to keep pace with the population growth in our republic. We are correcting that. Over 10,000 police constables are currently in training. Nearly 4 officers recently graduated. This government is rebuilding capacity deliberately and at a scale. We are building, and that's important, that you are an answered prayer. 10,000 of you of Kenya. So we want you to be properly trained, because the people of Kenya are expecting you. And you know they are going for elections next year. We want a society that you will move into, and to make sure that you deal with the questions of facilitating security, including in preparation for our upcoming elections. We really need your energy, your agility, your new energy is really expected by the people of Kenya. On housing, we are building slowly moving up to building up to 30,000 housing units for our officers, starting with immediately 17,000. Decent accommodation is part of what it means to treat those who protect us with dignity. On technology, our security capability to combat crime is being significantly enhanced by upgrading the integrated command, control, and communication framework, that is IC3, to the newly integrated command, control, communication, and computation system. This system will feature nationwide CCTV surveillance across major urban centers, including emergency response system such as the 999 and 112, centralized data and command centers, and advanced analytics, including facial recognition and vehicle tracking. The system currently at the procurement stage will improve response time to security incidents, enhance crime detection and prevention, and strengthen coordination among the agencies. As you know, we will also increase the radio call communication to 11,000, and we are going to introduce what is called digital occurrence book to make sure that the people of Kenya, the comfort of their offices and wherever they are, don't need to go to a police station to report. They will be reporting using technology. This is a program that by the time you are graduating, it will already be implemented at a very advanced stage later this year. Look around on the building resilience. Look around you at these 2,000 recruits. They are training in a camp without permanent officers, without electricity, without enough water, but they still show up. They run the drills. They build the resilience. That is the character of our officers. Of their government. Our officers will notice that the government is serious about the reforms related to pay, staffing, housing, and healthcare. This will not happen. Rest assured that eventually all will happen. I want also to say that I was here in less than a month ago, about a month ago, and part of the challenges we face here are related to the banditry. And I want to thank the security team here in Meru and in National Government Security Team, a multi-agency security team that comprises armed forces across the country, because as a result of the operation that has been going on from here all the way to Murkomen Forest, we have so far recovered 55 guns, ammunitions as a result of this operation. This operation also ensured that we recovered over 100 livestock, about 108 cattle that has actually been hidden in the forest for years, for months. And we were able to avert also the other livestock. We returned some of the livestock that was where there was attempt stealing here, so that in total we have 170 cattle, and then we have 1,336 goats, 20 camels, and 2 donkeys that have been recovered, either stolen, attempting stealing, or having been stolen before. I want to thank our security team for a good job to ensure that they protect this area. I want to assure the people of Meru and the people of Isiolo and Samburu, we are not going anywhere. Some of these measures, like the training camp, are supplementing the operational measures. And as we enter to the second phase of operation in Murkomen Forest and the environment, I want to promise the people of Kenya that we will liberate this northern part of the country from the acts of banditry, and we will do so with we are doing so with an intention of making it permanent, not just pacifying, but making the operation to become permanent. We also want to say that to access these areas, we have agreed that we will work together with Ministry of Roads, and this afternoon there is a meeting that will take place between our Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Roads, and Ministry of Defense to see how we will deliver the security roads that will facilitate the operation, both in Murkomen Forest, but also in these areas of Lapendera, all areas of, and these places of Meru counties, the 5 sub-counties that are directly affected. We want to finally to say that these efforts we are making here are permanent. I will be coming here more often. I will come to open the next training camp. We have a series of barazas to open up new operationalize administrative units that we gazetted. We will be with you, Governor Mheshimiwa Taitumu, and your colleagues, the MP of Tigania East, Tigania West, Dr. Mutunga, we have our friend Buri Apuri, we also have Daniel Kili, and we have the MP of Buri, to ensure that all of you, as you have been coming to my office for this discussion, we will sit with you to ensure that we visit these areas as we reorganize the Kenya Police Reserve and other security operations until our county is safe and the neighboring counties are safe. We thank you for your support as leaders. Please, we request you to continue supporting us to ensure that there are no acts of incitement, there is no violence, there is no sponsoring of violence, so that we can keep our country safe. And as we deal with banditry, I saw some characters who have been hiring goons and carrying them around the country in their rallies. Yesterday, talking about me in different places, saying that, oh, the IG, myself, goons, and so forth. If we have dealt largely with matters of banditry and pacified Kenya and security, coast, we have dealt with Panga boys, some of the gangs that were called Panga boys. Some of the gangs in Nairobi have already been dealt with. Some of these goons that are being sponsored and hired by politicians, when you are committing your crime, when we come for you, we will come for you and come for you hard. We have done so in Kitale, and I see the leaders in that area are making a lot of noise. Wanapiga kelele ati tumekujia, ati tumesumbua magoons, tumenyang'anya hawa panga na marungu, na tumewanyang'anya. Kelele bado, kwanza unapiga hiyo kelele mapema. Bado, tutanyorosha goons, mpaka sponsors yao watalia machozi. Wacha saa hizi bado wanaongea rallies huko. We will come hard on those goons and the gangs that are supporting these politicians. And let me tell them that this is not an empty threat. This is a warning that it is better to be safe than to be got by these men and women. Especially, wajiokoe saa hizi kabla hawa recruits wajatoka na hii nguvu yote wako nayo. Yeah? Wakipata nyinyi watapona kweli? Mko tayari kunyorosha hii wakora? Yes, sir. Bas, sasa wacha niwapatie warning. Unajua wamezoea wale wamechoka kidogo walikuwa zamani. Nyinyi na hii moto yote wataona moto sana. Kwa hivyo nataka kuwashukuru sana. I can't actually wait you guys to graduate. I'm very excited about you. And I want to look forward to working with you for you strengthening our police service. Na kwa hivyo hata kama training hapa ni hatari na ni kazi ni mingi, mimi nimeambia Bwana Masengeli, kwa sababu nimekuja area, sasa nitanunua ng'ombe 5 hivi. Si namna hiyo? Na wasituuzie ile ng'ombe imetoka kwa sijui wapi. Kwa wizi. Ndio ng'ombe yenye inatoka shamba ya mwananchi. Tawanunulia ng'ombe ndio mkule nyama. Si namna hiyo? Mkule nyama. Vizuri sana. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you very much.
Kuongoza parastato na ni kijana anajua kazi yake.